The Battle of El Alamein, fought from October 23 to November 4, 1942, during World War II, was a pivotal confrontation between the Allied forces, primarily led by the British Eighth Army under General Bernard Montgomery, and the Axis forces commanded by German Field Marshal Erwin Rommel. The battle took place near the Egyptian coastal town of El Alamein, west of Alexandria. It marked a crucial turning point in the North African campaign, where the Allies sought to halt the Axis advance towards the Suez Canal and gain control of the strategically important region. Rommel's Afrika Korps had been advancing through North Africa, posing a significant threat to the Allies in the Middle East. However, by mid-1942, Rommel's supply lines were stretched, and the Axis forces were exhausted after a series of fierce battles. In preparation for the Battle of El Alamein, Montgomery meticulously planned a defensive strategy. He concentrated his forces, heavily fortified defensive positions, and amassed supplies for a major offensive. The Allies had significant advantages in terms of manpower, equipment, and air support, which they utilized in their favor. The battle unfolded in two main phases, the initial defensive phase and the subsequent Allied offensive. In the defensive phase, Montgomery's Eighth Army endured heavy Axis attacks but managed to hold their ground, denying Rommel's forces the breakthrough they sought. The turning point came when Montgomery launched a massive offensive on October 23, 1942. This offensive, codenamed Operation Lightfoot, involved an intense artillery bombardment followed by an infantry assault under the cover of darkness. The Allies breached the Axis defenses, causing significant chaos in the enemy lines. The battle continued with fierce fighting and intense tank warfare in what became known as the Cauldron. The Allies, reinforced by fresh troops and superior resources, gradually pushed back the Axis forces. Rommel's troops, low on supplies and overwhelmed by the Allied advancements, were forced into retreat. The Battle of El Alamein concluded with the Axis forces retreating westward, signaling a decisive victory for the Allies. The defeat at El Alamein severely weakened the Axis presence in North Africa, halting their advance and ultimately leading to their expulsion from the continent. The significance of the Allied victory at El Alamein cannot be overstated. It boosted Allied morale, secured the vital Suez Canal, and marked a turning point in the war, shifting momentum in favor of the Allies in the North African theater. Moreover, it set the stage for subsequent Allied offensives in Europe and the eventual defeat of Nazi Germany.